Hi there, welcome to Useful Things. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial making a military base in my city. So this is one of the fun things about Design a City. They've got these different building sets that encourage you to, rather than make a very uniform city full of skyscrapers everywhere or like Mega City 1 from Judge Dredd, you can actually create various landscapes in different areas. In this case I'm doing the military base. So hopefully you'll find this video helpful as it goes along and we lay out the different buildings. I'd love for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if this is the first video you've seen, please check out some of my other videos. I've got a lot of Design a City 2 tutorials, builds, and I can show you how to make a lot of gold and also create a version of Sandlot mode where you can create the city that you want. Also, as I grow the channel, which I'm really hoping to get to at least 1,000 subscribers, maybe more, I can do some different things, upskill my technical skills, my editing skills, and maybe when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'd like to kind of do a face reveal if I got that many videos and many subscribers, and begin doing some things that really help and entertain people as they view this channel, and just things that interest me. One of which is Design a City 2, as you can tell. So in this military build, you can see the different sets here that kind of, some are great, some are not so great, I'll be honest with you. When I look at the military housing and the headquarters that was put down earlier, they're not the most exciting buildings. In fact, they don't feel maybe authentically militaristic, if that's even a word, militaristic, but they don't feel that kind of, give me that vibe as you're looking at them. And so I've just kind of placed them in there because they're part of the building set. But hopefully by the time we're done, this would feel like you're coming onto a big military campus with the airport, the naval section, and your training areas, tanks and whatnot. So you'll see all those come into the fray. I've placed this military base on the coast with what is kind of a natural seaport, and we've turned that natural seaport into a more manicured port. So we're going to add some bases there in a bit, or some naval ports to it. So as you can see, I've walled off the area. Just kind of a quick tip, actually, as you're building a city, it's really good to give yourself an area that you work in. So when you start with this huge landscape, especially if you've unlocked all the land and created a new city, it's really helpful if you just kind of draw a line or kind of some roads or walls or something, a tree line even, or rivers around an area, and work within that space, and then create another locked off area and work within that space, and do it in stages. Otherwise you'll go nuts if you try and fill in all the empty space as one big canvas. So I've done that with this base. I've put a wall around it, plus the military set does come with kind of the military fence, which I find useful for airports as well. And you're going to see it used in my next build, which is going to be a space center. So that's going to be, I guess, like a SpaceX HQ, which is Elon Musk's aerospace industry. So I'm going to build one of those because I think that would be fun to do, just a big kind of space center area where your launch pads are. And they're pretty good because the rockets give you gold. And so we're going to have some of those in. But as I'm building these naval areas here, these are some of the more fun buildings in the military set. As you can see, they're pretty cool looking. They also bring your area to life as they send the ships off into the sea or the rivers that you have them. And then you've got these submarine ones. And I think these submarine ones are really cool. I like the look of those. And just putting some of those in and creating more space for that one in a sec. And you'll see me using my warehouse to do that, just when I want to kind of throw something out of the way for a minute when I'm building, chuck it in the warehouse, bring it back out afterwards. So the warehouse is pretty useful if you have it and unlock it, although it seems like a lot of gold when you're first starting out to unlock all those warehouse spaces. But if you follow some of the videos I've laid out, I'll show you how to get all the gold you need, and you won't have to worry about unlocking any of those spaces. So now I'm putting down some of the military warehouses. So I'm pulling these smaller ones out of my own warehouse, where I've stacked, I think I've got maybe over 1,000 of them, because they're quite useful for building income. So if every 5 of them you have, you're going to get 1 million dollars an hour on top of your budget. So if you have kind of loads of those, it's really going to up your income. Another tip in regards to income is not just military warehouses, which I've got a video on, by the way, which you should check out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as I said. But another good tip, if you really want to build up your income, is if your hourly income when you're playing is quite good, is just keep the game running in the background. Another thing to do is if your phone's kind of not doing much and you're just leaving it idle, leave it plugged in with the charger, just leave it running and it'll keep on ticking over and building up your cash. Because there's nothing more frustrating than wanting to build something and then you just run out of cash or gold and then you have to wait for more to come in to be able to do that. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to try and create a sandlot mode, which I've been able to do. So as you can see, I'm putting these warehouses everywhere, just up my income. So I'll have more money in the future. If I reset this city, I should have enough in this city to build whatever I want. And I'm borrowing there the air traffic control tower from the airport set. The military base doesn't have one, but it doesn't feel right to not have one. And then these satellite dishes come from the space set. That's a good thing you can do with some of these sets, is bring in some extra stuff if it fits, if it seems good. I've added roads into this military base because it seems logical, but I don't know that they look great. Anyway, write in the comments, tell me what you think about that, if you think they look good, and if this is a good military base. If you've done one of your own and you want to put it up on YouTube, just leave a comment, and I'd love to look at some of your videos as well, if any of you are creating your own videos on YouTube with the military sets or beaches or just cities in general. Whatever you're doing, be fun. There we go, the British flag's going in. I've been informed by people in the British military it's the best trained military in the world, probably not the best equipped, but certainly the best trained. And so got to represent with the flag. If you haven't worked out already by my accent, I'm actually from the UK, although I don't actually really know how good our military is, and hopefully we don't use it too much to have to find out. But the way things are going in the world today, you don't know. But I don't want to talk too much about that because this is not what this channel's about. We're not about politics and war and that kind of thing. We're about other things that will help inform and entertain you. So there we go, putting another HQ in, and I'm nearly finished with the building sets here. I'm going to start with the landscaping, the design, trees, and other little bits and bobs that will hopefully add some detail to it. And the more detail you add in these cities, the more kind of authentic they feel or they look, and more interesting as well. And so we're going to do that as I'm just kind of changing out one of those walls and looking for the right kind of flooring for the naval yard there. If you think, man, Paul, you build so fast. It's not that I build fast. I've actually put this on 4 times speed that I did earlier and edited some kind of boring parts out, and actually some bits. I get notifications on my phone sometimes when I'm recording, and so I've got to edit those out as well. So you don't see those, although in a few other videos I think I forgot to do that. But I'm actually learning YouTube, including editing and sound and many other things, and so I'm quite excited. I really have a lot of fun doing this channel. And I've got another channel as well where I'm doing something completely different to this. Won't tell you what that is, but if you find it, give me a nod that you also have seen the videos on useful things. But I'm kind of having fun just learning how to edit videos, learning about sound lighting for the other one that I'm doing as well, and camera work and different things. And really, YouTube's a joy. It's good fun to do. And I'm just really fascinated by kind of the art and craft of what goes into making videos. Turns out it's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. So if you've got a channel, or if you're making videos, honestly, leave me a comment. I'll check out one of your videos. I'll give it a like and just kind of boost what you're doing. Do you a solid. If you can do me a solid as well and like this video, subscribe to it. Also, that would be fantastic. My goal is hopefully to get at least 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I'd like to get kind of monetized so that I can buy in some extra equipment, maybe some camera stuff, some lighting, even pay for some editing software as well. That would be fantastic, mainly just because I really enjoy it. It's good fun, and I've really enjoyed learning how to edit, but using a lot of free stuff that's available to me at the moment. And if you'd like me to do a video on that, not that I know much, there's a wealth of information on YouTube, but maybe after 6 months or so I can do like my first 6 months on YouTube or something like that. Let me know. I think that would be fun to do. So I'm just kind of coming to the end of this build now. We're sort of in the last maybe 30 seconds of what we're doing. And as always, kind of finishing off something with trees, bit of flowers, making the details there stick out. I'm going to add some tanks right at the end of the video. So you're going to see those go in, some extra tanks, which look kind of not proportionate, really. The tanks, so they're okay. They're not great, but I guess maybe they're proportionate to the roads, but the buildings and the tanks just don't seem to marry up. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope you find this helpful. Make sure to check out some other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.